Not one, but two Turbo S's behind me, 5 YouTube videos between them, but this video is about a front and rear dash cam with extra parking surveillance mode on this 991 Gen 1. Welcome back to John Cleese Car Audio. Two Turbo S's. This one's about the 991 for a front and rear dash cam fitted with extra surveillance mode. Now you might be wondering, why do you need a dash cam? It's a bit of a necessary evil. Most people don't want to have it, but they have to have it because there's too many idiots on the road. And also, we can install a dash cam where it can record whilst parked up. So if someone was to unfortunately reverse into either one of these 911 Turbo S's, then at least a camera is going to pick up the impact from the front or the back. I mean, it will pick up if they come from the side as well, because this viewing angle of this camera is going to catch me over here. So you want protection when you're parked up in a supermarket. If you're taking this to the supermarket, it's not your average supermarket vehicle, but if you were, you want to know if someone hits your car, you know, and you want to have the footage, the proof, because unfortunately a lot of people just drive off when they've been hit. This Gen 1 991 has come in for the Thinkware product. This is the Thinkware Q1000 camera model, front and rear. We do a model higher than this, but we actually spoke to the customer of this, who actually came all the way from Portugal to have this job done on this car. We didn't like the idea of the portrait style U3000, which is the better camera, because it just didn't fit well. The whole idea of having it here means from the driver's seat on the left hand side, you can't see this body of this camera. It is completely obscured by the rear view mirror. So even as much as you can see it from the outside, which it is what it is, at least from the driver's seat, you haven't got a camera right in your vision. It's a sympathetic installation. Rear camera is very well hidden because this car has quite dark tinted windows. It's right at the very top. Now, don't worry about tinted windows you want a rear dash cam, because they can see through limo black tint. This isn't limo black, this is about 20%, and the camera sees perfectly through this like you didn't have any tinted whatsoever. Strongly recommended when you're putting rear cameras on cars like these. Keep your rear window clean and keep your car clean, because as you can imagine, any dirt on the window is unfortunately going to obscure because you haven't got a rear wiper. Or add some Rain-X, the hydrophobic coating on your rear windows. That way when it rains, at least water runs off, because without a wiper, rear dash cams aren't the most useful scenario to have. But the front camera sees through the wiper swept section, so no matter how much it's raining on the front or how dirty your car is, at least you can clean the viewing angle for your front camera. When you're having parking mode fitted on front and rear cameras, it is imperative you have a battery added, especially on hybrids and electric cars. You can't have motion detection on a car without a battery. People tell you otherwise, it's incorrect. You will put a battery drain on your battery, causing your battery life to deteriorate very vastly. It will not last 5 years. So what we've done on this one, we've put a small little battery. It's called an iVolt, made by the same company as the dash cam, which is Thinkware. Small little battery, can be mounted hidden underneath a seat, for example, or behind the dash. Can't actually remember where it is on this Turbo S, but it doesn't. My colleague has pointed, it's underneath the rear shelf. So it's buried out of the way. In any car we do it, you're not going to see it. It's not like a car battery, it's a lot smaller. It's about the size of 5 iPhones lined up against each other, but a little bit thicker. What that does, that allows these cameras to record for up to 14 to 16 hours on motion detection. That is the mode where someone walks around the back of the car or the front, it wakes up, records 10 seconds before the motion and then 10 seconds after the motion, meaning you're going to get before and after what's happened. Or if you have it on a more sensible option, because unless your car's daily driven, 16 hours is not long enough, because you park up at 8 AM in the morning at your office, it will stop recording at about midnight the same day, okay? So what we put this car on, because this isn't a daily driver, we've put this on something called impact only detection, or energy saving, meaning it goes to sleep, wakes up within 1 second of the impact, starts recording and switches back off again. That means this car can record for multiple days whilst parked up. So if the car's hit on like a Wednesday and was parked up on a Monday, chances are you're going to have that footage. Without a battery, you can't have parking mode. That's as simple as that. Now, if you want to see the cameras, I'm going to point to them now. We've got the front camera to the right of the rear view mirror, which, as I mentioned, you can't see it from the driver's seat. And then you've got the rear camera at the very top. Battery's hidden, all cables are hidden. So it's a very sympathetic install to this Porsche. You know, it's a great model. We've got 2K resolution front, 2K resolution rear. There is a 4K version, but like I said earlier in the video, it just didn't aesthetically look right in this car. So sometimes you've got to make a compromise. Sometimes it's function over form, sometimes form over function. You've got to find a happy medium. This is a Turbo S 911 at the end of the day. We want something that looks nice in the car. Front and rear dash cam with parking mode. This Porsche's got it, as well as security, which you'll see in another video. And now, I tell you what, we're going to do another video on this for Apple CarPlay, and we've also put front and rear parking cameras on this, because this customer's driven all the way from Portugal with a big list of stuff they wanted sorted out so they could drive back with all the mod cons, because apparently there was no one over there as good as us. Who would have thought? So anyway, Hey, get out of the video, Simon. Anyway, it's Connor from John Cleese Car Audio signing off. Maxim behind the camera, and from all the team here, we'll see you soon.